Oh, well, welcome back. It's Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth. Thank you for joining us. Jennifer's looking over. She's trying to put me in a little pickle. All right, fine. Forget it.
I told you, girl. Hot Mess Express right here.
Oh, I thought you did that on purpose. I was like, oh, really? Challenge accepted. No, welcome back, listeners. We're here till 10 o'clock sharing about great things going on in our lives, the great things going on in everybody else's lives in the community, and really just spotlighting a lot of great organizations. If you were here in our 8 o'clock hour, you got the pleasure of hearing Chris Williams with God's Garage. He was here live in the studio sharing about their great organization. And what's so wonderful is it's right here in our backyard. I'm telling you, this place, this community, city of Conroe, amazing, right? So we got a chance to learn not only the story, how it all came about, but really ways that we can get plugged in and help. And I know Jenn was like, man, I got to get on that meal train to help, bring and provide meals to those volunteers that are going out. I mean, they're spending hours upon hours making sure that they help other families, whether with their car needs, whether it's something that, fix-its, repairs, or maybe there's they're also are fixing cars and donating those and now just learned this morning, they're expanding into providing educational classes for people. So
yes,
it's kind of continuing, next week I know they're doing a financial kind of awareness class for a lot of the ladies out there. So please plug into them, godsgaragecar.com. And thank you so much for plugging into us. So yeah, we wanted to really, just keep on spreading the love. So how about sharing some sweetness, right?
Yes.
So that being said, I wanted us to really kind of share. Jenn and I both, we don't, of course we can deal with drama, but we love sharing sweetness. And if you watch the news every day, it kind of gets kind of daunting, right? And
yes,
it's tough. You want to get in the know. You don't want to be completely naive to everything going on in the world, but it can be so heavy when there's so much negativity. So we thought, why not bring some sweetness as well? So Jenn, why don't you kick off sharing our sweetness?
A dog who disappeared in Florida.
Yeah.
Turned up in New York more than a year later.
No way. Hold on. Tell me about this. Hold up.
In February 2016, Richard Monick had a dog Relay. He escaped from his dad's West Palm Beach home in Florida.
Okay.
Him and his family and friends, they looked everywhere. No luck. So Richard, he's now 18. He had Relay for 2 years. He was very upset. He was devastated. So fast forward, they received a phone call recently from a shelter in New York.
You're kidding me.
Someone dropped off Relay at a strays animal rescue in Freeport on Long Island. They scanned for a microchip and they contacted Richard's dad. So at first he was like, that's probably not really my dog. They sent him a picture. They will be reunited soon. A family friend is watching Relay until they get home.
Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. More than a year later, there must have been no hope, right?
Right.
Wow, that gives me goosebumps.
I know. And from Florida to New York.
Wow, the journey. If dogs could talk, right?
Yeah, I know, that's right.
And God bless microchip. Man, if you have an animal.
Yes, chip your dog.
Chip your dog. Chip your cat. I think you chip a cat, right?
I think you can.
I think you could chip one too, but you're going to chip a cat. Microchip your animals. I mean,
yes,
that is the fail-safe way to make sure they are always nearby. And, I feel super blessed that my ladies, I almost said the female dog word. I'm so glad that I have them microchipped because it brings you a little bit of peace. Of course, out in the country, you never want them getting out, especially out in our community, because you never know who, things will get hurt. God bless. But wow, that's such great news.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing. Well, mine's definitely great news too. It's a little bit more edgier, okay? Because I found this young lady, and I love saying that to every woman in the world.
Yes.
Young lady. She's celebrating her 111th birthday. Wow.
How old? What was that?
111. Triple digits.
Unbelievable.
Blows my mind. Now, I think,
I thought my great aunt at 100 was,
Well, that still
111?
100 is still amazing.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is. It totally is.
I mean, heck, let's just be honest. Anything in the 80s and above, you're like, wow, you did it right.
Yes.
So that being said, her name is Grace Jones, okay, and out of Britain. Celebrated her birthday and just recently had some back-to-back parties and everything. Her friends call her actually Amazing Grace, and I can understand why. And she credits her secret to longevity actually to the daily consumption of whiskey. Can you believe that? Every night before bed. Grace's,
Wow.
I know, right? You hear these stories, but this is a true one. I was just like blown away. So, yeah, Grace's daughter, Deidre, said that she's been just a positive thinker in life, a go-getter, devotee to fashion. So I can just imagine, how great this young lady is. She lives on her own, reads every day, watches television. And I understand she has, she lost her husband over 30 years ago, but she still keeps on it, stays in touch, with everything going on in the community, stays plugged in with friends. And Deidre, she said that her mom, Grace, again, who turned 111, that one of the best things is her mom's outlook on life is that she just has something so positive. She says she doesn't worry. She always says that worry doesn't do you any good at all.
That's right. Say that again.
Worry does not do you any good at all.
That's right.
And I think it's just so wonderful because for me, I'm not gonna lie. I think that I too am trying that mantra in life. It's like, hey, if it's not productive, it's not gonna fix something. Then why waste some time on it?
My daughter, she is a worrier.
Yeah.
Not a warrior. She is a worrier. She does. And so my thing was I would always ask her, can you do anything about it right now? If the answer is no, why are you even thinking about it?
Right. Well, and it's tough because, as humans, we're all sitting there. And of course, when you think about negative things, you're like, worry, for a second. But you're right. You have to retrain your brain, retrain yourself. Yes, give your minute to, certainly, I don't like to say wallow, but yeah, you're going to be in the minute to understand whatever crisis or drama. But then, I kind of go roboto where I'm like, all right, this is some crazy chaos. But then I go into action mode and I'm like, what can I do to fix it? If I can't, then I'm put it in a box, put it somewhere else in my head, work on things that I can do. So it took me long because especially teenager years, everything's drama times 10, right? So it takes you a while, but I think that's one of the beauties of being able to kind of get older and wiser is you learn how to kind of stop those habits and really be more productive. And yeah, you're right, and I'm definitely there for all my friends who get on their soapbox or have problems, anything like that. But I'm also in the mindset that I want to be there for you and lean on you, but I'm also a problem solver. So let's fix this, If not, let's feel it, be it, and then let's get through it.
That's right.
So thank you so much for sharing about the dog relay.
Yes.
And yes, happy belated birthday, Miss Grace.
Yes, amazing Grace.
111. Whew. Man, I'm not a drinker, but maybe I need to go get me some whiskey because I'd love to. Well, I don't know if I'd love to make it to 111, but definitely in the 80s.
Hey, speaking of happy birthday,
I
just want to give a little shout out.
Yeah.
Tomorrow is my mama's birthday.
Honey.
Yes, tomorrow is Honey's birthday. She will not, however, be 111. I do want to point that out.
Well, I didn't.
That she will not be 111. My mama is not that old.
Well, and plus, she's just barely enough. To.
I know she's gonna be 35.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but she can drink legally
she
now.
Can.
Okay, just making sure
because she's gonna be 35.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Anyway, so I just want everybody to tell my mama happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, keep it going. I love hearing you sing.
Happy birthday, dear mama.
AKA Honey.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, what a good daughter. Honey, I say you keep her for a little bit until she gets you mad, and then you just lock her out. Okay, that being said.
I have the key to the house.
You think she can't change that? No.
She won't.
Oh, y'all are too funny. No, happy birthday, honey. Much love. You are an amazing woman. And of course, be sure to think of all your September birthdays. It's never too late to say happy belated. I know I've got some family and friends coming up. My sister's was last weekend. And then certainly have next weekend, one of the Martinos is hitting the 13, one of the first. What? Scary Town. So we're going to have a little block party fiesta. It's going to be nice, I hear. Can't wait because, I love fiesta. And it allows me to bring out my sombrero. So I'm very happy because it's always nice to have it when the time is appropriate. I always have one in my, room for any time, but when it's a fiesta time, then that's when I have to bust it out. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
All right. Well, hey, why don't we take a break? We come back, maybe do a little Dreamland.
Yes.
All right. Everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. We've got a little Dreamland you're going to want to hear about when we come back. It's Grit and Grace with Jennifer and Merideth, only on Lone Star Community Radio.
Hey, look at